Hi everyone, I'm going to do my favourite brushes. They're all out here in front of me, and there you go, there's a handful. Right, I'm going to do eye brushes first. Mix them all up now. And then, right. Some of these are more expensive ones, some are quite cheap, which are just as good. This is a Benefit fluff brush, and I just use this sometimes for just packing colour on the side and then sort of blending it through the crease. It's quite a good, it's multi-purpose, it's quite a good blending brush, and it's also quite a good brush to put colour on with. This brush is a number 7. I don't quite know what. Oh, it's called Eyeshadow Blend and Contour Brush. Sorry, some of these are dirty because I've used them this morning. This one I've used this morning. It's quite a long, dense brush. It's quite fluffy at the end. So that again, like the brush before, is good for putting colour on the outside and again working it into the crease. But you also can use it, because it has a flat type of edge, you can use it for putting colour down onto your eyelid if you don't want too much colour. This brush is from a set from Estee Lauder, doesn't say what it is, and it's just a angled brush. I use this brush every day for putting my eyebrows on. Lovely brush for that. This is an eyeliner brush from Bobbi Brown, and it's just a small, quite stiff brush, and it's good for putting cream liner on. From if you take it from the top of a pencil, if you want to do it that way, or one of these that you dip into a pot, it's quite good for that. This brush is from Avon, and I use this brush every day for putting colour onto my eyelid. It's just a brush. The other end has one of these rubber smudgy things on. Don't use that. This brush is Sigma E30. I'm not sure if they still do this. This is great for fine. I've used this this morning as well, so I apologise for it being dirty. For doing, if you want to put a fine amount of colour, you know what I mean, a small amount of colour into the crease, and you don't want it to get anywhere else except for the crease, that is a great brush for that. What else have we got? This one is an Avon brush too. I use that every day for putting my highlight on. I mean, it's a really like fluffy brush. This brush is a MAC 239. This is also great. This is great. I use this for 2 things. It's good for packing colour onto the lid because you've got flat sides, but it's also, if you look at the end, you can see that it's also quite fluffy as well. That's been used this morning as well, sorry about this. So I do find that I can put colour on, and I can also blend with it a little bit. I mean, it's not the perfect blending brush, but it will do the job. What have we got next? Real Techniques base shadow brush. Now I use this for putting powder on over my concealer under my eyes. This is another Techniques brush, and it's what's it called? Oh, it's writing so small. Pixel Point eyeliner brush, and I use this for my cream eyeliner out of the pots, you know, the like Max Dip Down fluid line. I use that one for that. This one is a flat definer, and there is writing, just tell me what it is, just there, but I can't read it, it's so tiny. Bought this from eBay, and it was 39p. What I use this for, if I've got a dark lip on this morning, but I haven't actually used it this morning. If I want to define the edge of my lip, I'll put a little bit of concealer on and put there like that and pull down like that, and you can get a really, really sharp edge to your lip if that's the look you're looking for that day. This is an e.l.f. blending eye brush. How much was this? A couple of pounds maybe? Maybe not even that. Lovely brush, really, really soft. The bristles are really the right length, and it's a lovely shape on the end, which is just the right size for blending through the crease. Alright, face brushes. Don't judge my poor little Benefit blusher brush. It is well worn, well loved and well used. Look at the poor thing. It is meant to be a slanted brush, but it's getting really raggedy on the ends, and but I use this to actually place my blusher on, and then I use this brush from Real Techniques, and it's a stippling brush. Look at that poor thing. That has been so well used. So I think I've worn the bristles down in some areas, and I then blend with this brush, blend the blusher in with the rest of the makeup, so there's no harsh lines. This brush here is an Eco Tools brush. I don't think it actually tells you what it's for. Make your own mind up. Great for all over bronzer, if you want to put bronzer all over the face. Good for powder. I've used it for powdering. Great brush. e.l.f. stippling brush. I actually used this quite a lot just recently. It's a new brush to me, which was again, it's only a few pounds, for putting my powder on. I really like that at the moment, for just stippling the powder into my skin. I found it's quite a good brush. I find I'm using this one more than this one now, putting powder on. This is an angle brush from Avon. This again, I've used it for putting contour on. You can use it for, well, I've used it for putting highlight colours on. Yeah, there's all sorts of uses for that. It's also good, I've used it for putting powder on underneath my eyes as well. It's a good sort of shape for doing that. Then two more brushes. This is the last ones here. What's this one? It's a Real Techniques pointed foundation brush. Look at that. How on earth could you put foundation on with that? I mean, it's so tiny, it's unbelievable. But what I use this for is blending out concealer. Also, I think this morning though, I used it to put highlight on. Fits, the end fits lovely down your nose. You can do, your Cupid's bow. I mean, just because it says it's a foundation brush doesn't mean to say you have to use that for that. You can use any brush for whatever you feel comfortable using it for. This one is a Real Techniques brush, and it's a contour brush. And I do actually use this for contouring. It's a great size. I mean, do the fish face. Fits in there absolutely brilliantly. Great for doing down the side of your nose, around the temples. It's a good brush. Yeah, so that is my brush. Well, it's not my full collection. I have got a whole load more brushes that I've no need really to have. But these are my favourites that I do tend to use. Don't use them all every day, but they're the ones that I use the most. Let's put it that way. I'll show you my eyes, my eye makeup today. It's a selection of colours from the new Sleek, is it romantic, vintage romantic palette. So I had a little bit of a play around this morning. I'm not sure if it's worked. I just wanted something a little bit different. So I hope you've enjoyed my video, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.